This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Mets complete the Major League Division Series cast. Surprise attacks in the NCAA. We have the results of the IBF Middleweight title fight in Sydney, and have you ever been in a fight club? We'll be talking about it. All that and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 4th of October. Now, here's our roundup. In National League action, Milwaukee seemed set for victory in the 7th inning after Jake Bauers and Sal Frelick hit back-to-back homers off New York relief pitcher Jose Budo. Top of the 9th, however, Francisco Lindor walked and Brandon Nimmo hit a single to set the stage for a dramatic finish. Pete Alonso homered to right on a 3-1 count and got the go-ahead 3 runs off closer Devin Williams. Jesse Winker added an insurance run, sealing the Mets' comeback 4-2 victory that eliminated the Brewers from the next round. This is the Mets' first playoff advancement since the 2015 National League pennant. They will now face the NL East champion Philadelphia Phillies in a best-of-5 division series. The Mets went 6-7 against the Phillies in the regular season and finished 6 games behind them going into the post. The division series will start on Sunday with the American League at 1:08 a.m. Philippine time, with the Cleveland Guardians and New York Yankees hosting the Detroit Tigers and Kansas City Royals, respectively. Then the National League Division Series will alternate, with the AL matches starting at 4:08 a.m., with the Philadelphia Phillies and the LA Dodgers hosting the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. The American League takes a rest on Monday, but the National League will have its Game 2 starting at 4:08 a.m. Philippine time. In the NCAA, former solo standings leader College of St. Benilde had a rude awakening as former bottom-dwelling Arellano University escaped with a breathtaking 73-71 victory at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. The Chiefs set the tone early, forcing the Blazers to play catch-up after jumping to an unusual 23-11 lead in the first quarter. St. Benilde repeatedly committed errors, turning the ball over a whopping 24 times compared to Arellano's 15. The Chiefs capitalized on these mistakes, outscoring the Blazers 31-17 in points off turnovers. Ern J. Geronimo battled cramps and scored 6 of his 14 points in the fourth quarter, including the last field goal that sealed the win for Arellano. St. Benilde now shares the top spot with Mapua with 6 wins and 2 losses. Arellano moved out of the basement with 3 wins and 6 losses to complete its first-round assignments. The JRU Heavy Bombers had a strong 11-2 run in the first 6 minutes of the final quarter to extend a slim 50-49 lead to 61-51 on the way to securing their 75-63 victory against the EAC Generals in the second game of today's NCAA doubleheader, despite missing key players Jonathan Medina and Patrick Ramos. Joshua Giab led JRU with a double-double, scoring 19 points and grabbing 12 rebounds, as they tied EAC's win-loss record of 3-5. In Sydney, Australia, unified middleweight champion Yanibek Alimkhanuly retained his IBF middleweight title by defeating Andrei Mikhailovich via a technical knockout in the 9th round. The referee stopped the fight after Alimkhanuly's left hook sent Mikhailovich stumbling into the ropes. Earlier in the bout, the southpaw Alimkhanuly had knocked Mikhailovich down with a powerful right hand 40 seconds before the end of the second round, but Mikhailovich managed to beat the count. Tatiana Mangin won the gold medal in the women's under 49 kilogram division at the 2024 World Taekwondo Junior Championships in Chuncheon, South Korea. She defeated local competitor Kim Yang-gi 2-1 in the final. Mangin set the pace by winning the first round, stumbled in the second, but recovered to win the third round. She went through 4 other experienced competitors on the way to the medal rounds. Congratulations, Tatiana Mangin. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 4th of October. When we return, we will meet the couple behind Fight Night. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard.
This is Pinky Webb, and it's a great opportunity.
Kami yung lingkod si Corina Sanchez Rojas.
Corina Sanchez.
As they uphold their mission
Is to be proud
Dalawang
of what we
mamamahayag
do with
na
our
subok
lives.
sa
Ito ako
tapang
ay
at
had
talino.
the chance to talk with all of you. Maraming salamat.
Pagsasamahin ng isa. Agenda. Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. Only on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Your newest source of news and information.
That's it.
Follows you everywhere, every day.
Wow.
Oh man.
On cable and free TV. Online.
He joins us from the Batasan Pamasahe.
On mobile.
Simulan na natin ang agenda. No Friday.
This is BNC, and we are everywhere.
Let's take a look at today's headlines.
Get to know the latest weather update and forecast with information to help us understand important aspects regarding our climate.
You're leading the charge of combating climate change, and you finally experienced it.
More weather updates and stories about the environment, climate change, and disaster preparedness, where we'll stay together, whatever the weather.
Weather HQ with Paulo Del Rosario, 9 a.m. on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Always on top.
Oh my goodness.
So we mostly think of boxing promoters as Bob Arum or Don King, or even more recently, Manny Pacquiao. But what about those who promote not just fights, but the sport itself? Let's all welcome a couple who does just that from the Spartans Boxing Club in BGC. Let's meet Victor and Christina Maningo. Victor, Christina, thank you so much for joining us here tonight at BNC Studios. And I must say, I'm happy to have you guys here live and in the flesh because this is a special night for us. This is our 1-month anniversary on the Scorecard. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure to be here. All right, I want to say congratulations because we're going to be talking about your Spartans Boxing Club, which coincidentally I was invited to. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend, but you know, it seems only fitting that I have you guys here on our new show. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
first, you missed a great party. So we wish you were there. But having said, this is a good makeup.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourselves and how did you start this Spartans Boxing Club in BGC? It seems like there is almost everything in BGC.
This is true. I'll
Well,
let you go.
you know, boxing is a late passion of mine. Both of us have actually been athletes all our lives. Christina was an NCAA gymnast and the captain of her university team. I played tennis. I've also competed in Taekwondo. But I found boxing late in life.
Okay.
And I just fell in love with it. And one of the things, the way we started the gym was when we moved to the Philippines. I mean, Philippines has some of the best boxing clubs in the world, some of the best fighters in the world, and we just thought it was appropriate to do out here.
Okay. You mentioned Christina was an NCAA gymnast. Just to be clear, because I covered the NCAA here in the Philippines, NCAA in the US.
Yes.
Okay. What university?
UC Berkeley.
Wow, UC Berkeley. All
Yeah.
right. So how did this start? How did your being a gymnast or gymnast, like your knowledge and experience there lead you to starting boxing, and like how do you like it?
I think it's always been a part of my life. You know, athletics,
health and wellness. So I'm currently a health and wellness coach as well, and a yoga teacher. And I think Vic and I have always been into sports, and we've always been looking for something that we wanted to pour our passion into. And this opportunity came up. It's actually one of our friends, one of Vic's friends who he boxed with in Singapore, who started Spartans Boxing Club in Singapore. And so he said, hey, why don't we start the branch here in the Philippines? And we agreed this would be a good way to bring both of our passions for not just sports and fitness, but health and well-being to the community.
Oh, so from Singapore, there's already an existing Spartans Boxing Club.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a franchise here.
It is. It is. So we're the partnership here. There's already,
I believe there's 10 gyms in Singapore.
Yeah. Wow.
They have 5 in Dubai, with 4 more coming down the line. Australia is another market that they've entered to, and we're the partners here in the Philippines.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's quite exciting. It's quite exciting.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add a little bit something too with regards to how we started. Christina and I have had the kind of honor and privilege to live in several different countries over the past several years. And every time we've moved, we've found our tribe and our community. Christina is also a yoga instructor and yoga enthusiast. I'm a boxer, and every time we moved, we found this community that we really kind of gelled with in these gyms.
All right, so tell me about the community. Since we're talking about community now, how is the boxing community at your gym in BGC?
Well, why don't you start with our slogan?
oh yeah, well, our slogan is boxing for everyone, your journey, your community.
Okay.
So we are all-inclusive gym, and it's your journey, it's your path, but it's a part of the community. So everyone's there to support, and I think that's the big difference with what we offer as far as a boxing gym is considered. Because you can even see we've done all sorts of, the community is really what supports you. In fitness, it's really hard to stay committed a lot of times. But when you have your community, it draws you there, it brings you that fun. And people in the Philippines, everybody loves community. And that's what I think really gives us the energy too, because we love to see everyone together on this health journey.
Yeah, and they're on the health journey. We've had some clients of ours or participants, actually we've watched them not only become better athletes, but actually get fitter and healthier. So that's one of the rewards that we get back. And one of the things that we've really enjoyed with our community is everyone pitches in, from our customers to our coaches. When we close the door, sometimes we're singing karaoke with the coaches and with the clients, and it's a lot of fun. It's really
and even the owner gets involved with those who enter the gym. Charlie Suarez, he was here last night, and earlier Vic was showing me a video of holding up the pads for Charlie.
I did it terribly, but you know what? I can say I held it for one of the best boxers in the Philippines.
I think you did pretty well with Charlie. All right, tell us about your clientele. So, seeing a lot of pictures here, what catches my attention is the way they dress. Because traditionally, when you go inside the boxing gym, you're wearing the basic boxing gear, like shorts. But these people, they look like they're wearing everyday workout gear. So that just speaks community when I see it. But what about those who are very serious about boxing? They come to your gym and they train as hard as they can to, who knows, maybe one day participate on a competitive level.
Yeah,
absolutely. We have, I'll say this, I'll start at the beginning and you go on. We have from 4 years old up to the 60s and older. We have such the gap, and we have beginners all the way to people that are training to be on the national team. So we have such a wide range.
Yeah, no, yesterday we had one of our volunteer coaches, and I'll give you a shout out, Bongi. Yesterday I went in to train, and he goes, one of the things that I really like about this gym, he goes, you have classes, and then you look up in the ring, and there's some serious fighters coming in. He goes, this is a legit gym. He goes, it's a little too clean. But he goes, it is a legit gym, right? Because we do cater to pretty much everyone. Our slogan is boxing for everyone. And one of the things that we want to do is just make sure that, whenever you enter any sport, for that matter, you walk in, it's a little intimidating when you're a beginner.
Yes.
So what we do is we actually try to make sure that our coaches, when people walk in, that they're welcome, that they have this soft landing into a pretty intense sport.
Yeah.
And then we build them up into, again, from a beginner to intermediate, and then hopefully to the point that you're saying, competing at a high level.
Okay, so in your art card, it says Spartans Fight Night.
Yes.
So maybe some of these guys who come into your gym might want to train for that time that they get to participate in Fight Night. So tell us about this Fight Night event. How did this come about?
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk a little bit about how it started, and you can talk a little bit about some of the wide range of fighters that we're going to be getting.
Yeah.
So it really started in Singapore because we have 10 gyms in Singapore. So it started with inter-competitions in the gym, and then we've opened it up a little bit, and we've actually expanded it into actually hosting a big gala fight every year. This is the first one that we're going to be hosting in the Philippines. And we're getting a wide range of fighters. I mean, you could talk a little bit about some of the demographics we're getting in. We're getting...
Yeah, we've got some junior fights. So we've got kids fighting. The first 3 fights are going to be kids, and it's amazing. They've been training in the gym, and we do have someone coming in from Zamboanga.
Not Zamboanga, Zambales.
Zambales and La Union.
Yep.
But yeah, we have a couple like high schoolers that are going to be fighting, and then we have some who've only been boxing for just a few months.
Okay.
So the coaches are doing such a great job of matching them up so they're pretty equal. And then we do have some that are, like I said, trying to train for the national team. So those are going to be some pretty amazing fights. And we have a couple ladies fights too as well.
Wow, even the ladies are going to be participating.
Yeah, and one of the things that we've done I think our coaches actually, shout out to all our coaches, they've done really well is, to make sure that the matches are even. We've had the fighters come in. We've had them take classes with our coaches, so they do an assessment, and we've had them do some light sparring, so we make sure that the matches are actually very even. So,
okay. Now, are there any, like, say, celebrities who decided to come in and participate in this fight night?
Well, you can
Go ahead.
you can share. I mean, there's more male celebrities than there are females. So.
Go ahead.
No, we have some influencers, obviously, fighting, we also have, Mr. World coming in. Kurt Vonnegut is going to be fighting in one of the fights. So yeah, like I said, it's a whole array. We even have some lawyers.
What?
Yeah, we have lawyers.
Lawyer against lawyer.
Lawyer against lawyer.
Wow, that's
See which one has a better law firm. We'll see.
Right.
We'll find out, guys.
Entrepreneur against entrepreneur. So we kind of try to pair them
So
up
there
like that.
are storylines also.
Yeah.
100%.
How many fights are there in the fight card for fight night?
So right now there's 15.
15 fights.
Yeah.
Wow. And how long is this event going to go?
Well, it's starting at 4. Hopefully 5 o'clock, or till 9 or so? Yeah,
9
so a
or
few
10
hours.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's really a fight night.
Yeah, it is. And we're going to be, it's also kind of going to be an event too. It's a little bit of a party. It's a fun event. There's friends that are going to be competing with one another. There's friends that are going to be joining.
Okay.
So we're going to have some drinks, some snacks. It's going to be a fun event.
Yeah, we were pretty amazed. Like the tickets sold out in like 2 days. And actually we've got quite a few people that wanted to fight, but we had to cap it at 15 outs because
On the next event.
we go all night, right?
Yeah. So we're pretty excited.
All right, so you did mention a while ago that this is a franchise, and in Dubai, did you say 5 branches?
5 branches in Dubai with
branches.
4 more coming online.
All right. How about in the Philippines? Do you envision having more branches around the metro, or maybe even outside of Luzon?
100%.
Yes.
So, my parents are from Cebu.
Okay.
Boxing. I think Visayas are the boxing mecca, right? General Santos, Cebu.
Correct.
So one of the things is what we wanted to do is we wanted to do a flagship gym in North Philippines in Luzon, and then one in the Visayas. And my heart was in Cebu, so Cebu is something. But some good news for us is we're going to be opening up a second gym close by here in Quezon City pretty soon. So hopefully next year. So hopefully next year you'll find one on West Ave soon.
Yeah, I hope I get the invite to the Quezon City branch.
Yes.
You'll definitely get the invite, whether you show up.
We hope to see you.
All right, Vic, Christina, kindly invite everybody to come out and support Fight Night. And of course, everybody watching right now, maybe you want to give a shout out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? We want to give a shout out to all of our clients, really. They have been a really good community that we've been able to build. There's too many names, but there's a couple that I do want to give a shout out. Jürgen, thank you. You've been a big supporter of ours. I want to give a shout out to all our staff, if you don't mind.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Go ahead.
Our GM, Luigi, has been instrumental in terms of pulling this together and our fight night together. Kyra, our head coaches, our co-head coaches, Gabby and Robin, our coaches, Kill and Alvin and Van and Carol, and am I missing anyone?
We got and Ace.
And Ace, that's
Yeah.
right.
Our coaches are a big part of building the community that we have right now, and they're just amazing, and they're fantastic coaches, and they really put their heart into it, and so that's really why we're so successful too. Yeah.
One more thing, I noticed you have a Spartans Boxing Club bag over there.
I do.
What's inside that?
And this is for you.
Oh, really?
This bag, and well, we've got a towel for you.
Oh, nice.
And we've got a T-shirt for you.
You gotta hold it up. We got a sponge towel. We got a drawstring bag.
And we've got a shirt for you.
It's a nice shirt. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
Just a little
these-
gesture.
Oh, thank
for
you.
having us on.
Thank you so much, Vic and Christina. This is a nice gift for our 1 month on the scorecard here on the
Congratulations as well.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to you guys as well. And all the best on Spartans Fight Night.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Please,
much.
come to the gym and come to Fight Night.
All right. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Spartans Boxing Club. Go check it out on BGC.
All right.
Christina, Vic, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
When the scorecard returns, be sure to keep your eyes on the prize.
This thought from American businessman and Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz. Success in business is 90% perseverance and 10% ingenuity.
You are watching BNC, the Billionario News Channel. Always on top.
How would you like to see our problems with Pogos end?
Any Pogos.
Would you consider running for office in the future?
It would be hypocrisy to say no.
At that time, how much was your first pay?
If I'm not mistaken, it was like $120 per week.
Oh, wow. So before we say goodbye to you, you can take off your sunglasses so people can see you better. Always stay at the forefront.
It has no authorization.
We hope and pray that it will not rise.
Thanks for having me here.
Our frustrated
By myself, basically.
We always say that.
It depends.
A well-concerted effort.
Perhaps I can reiterate. My greatest beefsteak.
The balat is there, the sauce is there.
Sorry, the plates are beside me. We're here to bring you a fresh start to your week.
I love how we're not paying attention to it. He's like, guys, from heartwarming stories to the latest trends, let's make every moment count.
It smells amazing. You should just be here every day, Miss Ross.
Sorry.
Wow. So let's make today amazing by spreading kindness and love. It's a beautiful day.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. Another exciting clash in the PBA Governor's Cup quarterfinals happens tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. We've got a thrilling do-or-die Game 5 showdown between the Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots and the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters at the Anares Center in Antipolo. Magnolia's 129-100 Game 4 win over Rain or Shine forced a decisive Game 5. Paul Lee lit up with 25 points, including 3 4-pointers, while Jabari Bird added 30 points. Their defense held Rain or Shine to just 44 first-half points. With Lee and Bird in top 4, Magnolia is eyeing the semifinals. Rain or Shine, despite 2 big losses, has shown resilience. Aaron Fuller had a 22-point, 10-rebound double-double, but Jonard Clarito, Bo Belga, and Andre Caracot must step up to keep their playoff hopes alive. So, who's got the edge in this do-or-die clash? Magnolia, boosted by their Game 4 win, will rely on Lee's shooting and Bird's inside presence. Lee is at his best this series, and their defense aims to shut down Rain or Shine again. However, Rain or Shine, fresh off a Game 3 OT win, remains in the fight. With both teams evenly matched and everything on the line, this promises to be an explosive finale. Next up, we have the WNBA 2024 playoffs. It's Game 3 of the semifinals happening this Saturday, October 5 at 7:30 a.m. Philippine time, live from the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. This series is all tied up as the Minnesota Lynx and Connecticut Sun gear up for a crucial Game 3. Both teams will be looking to take that upper hand in what has been an intense and physical semifinal matchup so far. Minnesota battled back with a 77-70 victory over Connecticut, led by Courtney Williams' 17 points. Nafisa Collier had a quieter game but will look to bounce back strong. On the other hand, Connecticut's Alyssa Thomas continues to shine, posting a near triple-double with 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. However, the Sun will need more contributions from their supporting cast to regain momentum. Expect high emotions and physical play after some chippy moments in Game 2 as both teams are fiercely fighting for a spot in the finals. Now, the odds are leaning towards the Connecticut Sun as minus 2.5 favorites. But with the Lynx riding on a 5-game road winning streak, this one is anyone's game. Next game. At 9:30 a.m. Philippine time, the New York Liberty take on the Las Vegas Aces at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. It's do or die for the defending champions, Las Vegas Aces, as they return home trailing 0-2 against the New York Liberty in this best-of-5 semifinal series. New York has dominated so far, with Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart leading the charge. Ionescu's late-game heroics and Stewart's all-around performance pushed the Liberty to an 88-84 win in Game 2. The Aces, led by MVP Aja Wilson, now face the pressure of extending the series. Wilson's 24-point effort in Game 2 kept the Aces in the fight, but they faltered down the stretch. With their championship streak on the line, Las Vegas will need to find their edge, as Coach Becky Hammon emphasized, to avoid an early exit. No team has ever come back from a 2-0 deficit in the WNBA playoffs, but with their home crowd behind them, Las Vegas aims to defy history. Can the Liberty complete the sweep and punch their ticket to the finals? Or will the Aces keep their title hopes alive? Game 3 promises to be a battle for survival. NFL fans, get ready for an epic clash in London. On Sunday, October 6 at 9:30 a.m. Philippine time, two powerhouse teams collide at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as the New York Jets take on the Minnesota Vikings in an international showdown for NFL Week 5. The New York Jets, sitting at 2-2, will rely on veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who has been dealing with a swollen knee but is determined to hit the field. Rodgers needs just 96 passing yards to become the 9th player in NFL history to surpass 60,000 career yards. All eyes will be on him as the Jets try to bounce back after a close 10-9 loss to Denver last week. Meanwhile, the Vikings come in hot with a perfect 4-0 record, led by the surprising NFL leader in touchdown, Sam Darnold, who's thrown 11 touchdowns and has a stellar 118.9 passer rating. Darnold is thriving in his first season with the Vikings, and it's personal this week as he faces his former team, the Jets. Rodgers will be tested by a resilient Vikings defense that's strong against the run, but ranks 32nd in pass defense. Will Rodgers find his rhythm against Minnesota's secondary? Jefferson, one of the league's top wideouts, will be a focal point for the Vikings offense. His battle with Gardner promises to be electric as both players are at the top of their game. The Jets' defense will also be a force to reckon with, ranking second overall in pass defense and holding their last two opponents to fewer than 75 passing yards. Linebacker C.J. Mosley is a key player to watch as he tries to return from a toe injury, while the Jets' pass-rushing duo of Will McDonald and Keenan Williams look to disrupt Darnold's stellar start. The Minnesota Vikings are slight favorites by 2.5 points, and with a perfect record so far, the pressure will be on to maintain their momentum in London. Who will emerge victorious? Will Rodgers shine, or will Darnold continue his red-hot start to the season? Don't miss this intense showdown. As always, we have updates. In tonight's PBA Governors Cup quarterfinals, Converge tied the series 2-2 with a win over San Miguel Beer 114-100. Deciding Game 5 will be on Sunday, October 6 at the Yanara Center in Antipolo. Second-year Fiber Xer Deshaun Winston top scored with 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in 40 minutes on the floor, while Justin Arana added 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Now, before we go, think on this from the master of Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here next Monday on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening and happy weekend.